Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Clicker Corner. I'm Kelly, a customer experience consultant with Crick Software. And today we are going to explore how pictures can be used in Clicker to support your students. Pictures can be added into the document to illustrate individual words and can also be used when editing or creating resources. Pictures can be added from a range of sources. There's our Crick Pics 2 library, which is a bank of images that is free with your subscription, and also our widget symbols. You have access to over 10,000 widget symbols. You can also add pictures that you have saved on your device, take a photo with your webcam, or draw pictures using our paint tools. Here on our website, you'll find our Clicker Learning Hub, where you can find additional resources to support adding in pictures to the resources that you're using and creating in Clicker, as well as lots of other videos to help you when using Clicker with your students. Today I'm going to be using both Clicker for Windows and Mac devices, as well as the Clicker Writer app for iPads and Chromebooks. To start, I'm going to open up the Clicker Writer app. I've already added a few sentences to the document. There are support tools that sit here in the middle of the toolbar, including our picture icon. This allows students to picturize their writing by selecting either the Crick Pics library or widget symbols. Relevant images are instantly inserted into the document by choosing Picturize. This Picturize feature can be customized by using the cog icon here in the top right corner. By selecting the Pictures tab, we can picturize words as the words are typed into the document. The Picturize tool can also be turned on in the predictor and even in the spell check, giving your students additional picture support to select the correct spellings and use the predictor more effectively. Now, if I switch to Clicker for Windows and Mac devices, we can customize the Picturize tool by going to the Options tab here at the top and selecting the Pictures icon. The settings for Picturize can be turned on by going to the Picturize tab. And here we have those same selections that we saw in the Clicker Writer app. Picturize can be turned on for the document, the predictor, and the spell check. Now, when using Clicker, you have access to our learning grids. That's our bank of ready-made, ready-to-use resources. These are created by our curriculum team and are updated regularly. To access learning grids, we are going to the folder icon in the top left corner and selecting the Learning Grids tab. The filters on the left-hand side here make it easy to find the resource that you're looking for. I'm going to search for resources on pets by going to the white bar here at the top, and then filtering for word banks here on the left. Word banks provide key vocabulary and phrases on a particular topic and can really support students with word choice and spelling. All our resources in Learning Grids can be edited, and adding picture support is easy using the Picturize tool in Edit View. So to edit this Clicker set, we're going to select the Edit Clicker Set in the very bottom left corner, and pictures can quickly be added by selecting Picturize from the picture icon here on the right and selecting Picturize. Using the checkbox next to Apply Settings to All Grids is a real time saver when editing resources. This will match images to the words in the cells on all the grids in this word bank. Since we have edited this word bank, this might be important to save so we can share with students or use again in the future. So let's go back to our word bank by using the Go arrow at the top. To save this word bank, we need to make sure that we select the Clicker Set tab, and going to the Save icon here, using the black arrow will allow us to save this Clicker set. We can rename it and save it to the device, your local network, or any cloud storage you might have. I'm going to switch back to the Clicker Writer app to open another resource from Learning Grids. Here in the app, we can see all the same resources in Learning Grids by going to the folder icon in the top left corner and selecting Learning Grids. The subject tabs here have categories that we can use to find the resource we are looking for. Let's look for a resource in the Science tab in the category of Weather and Climate. This time, I'm going to use the filters here on the left to find a sentence set. We'll open up this one here called Weather Sentences. The sentence set sits here at the bottom of the document, and we can go to the Edit Clicker Set option in the bottom right corner to go into Edit View. And here is that picture icon where we can picturize all of the sentences using either the Quick Picks library or widget symbols. We can decide whether we want to ignore high-frequency words, and we want to turn on Apply to All Grids. Again, this is a time saver, adding images into all of the sentences in this sentence set. We'll select Picturize, and 20 widget symbols have been added in. I can go through the sentences here on the left to see if I need to change any of the images that were added into the cells. And I can change them by selecting an individual cell and using the picture options here. We have our picture icon where I could browse for a different image to go into that cell. I can take a picture with my webcam, and I can also remove the picture by selecting the X. To go back to the document, use the Go arrow in the top right corner. Our new sentence set with that added picture support sits here at the bottom of the document. If we wanted to save this resource because we've now made some changes to it, here in the Clicker Writer app, we are going to the Clicker Set icon where you can save your resource or print a physical copy. The final resource we're going to look at is our clicker boards. Clicker boards are easy to use mind mapping tools. They're great for planning before writing. But here in our English tab, if we go to the category of vowel sounds, I highly recommend exploring our clicker boards in Learning Grids because you'll find Venn diagrams, flowcharts, sequencing activities. We're going to open up this short A rhyming strings clicker board. This clicker board has picture support built into it, but students can double-click on a cell and add in rhyming words. And we can add in additional picture support once they've added in some text to the cells. So we'll just put a few here. And then use the picture icon at the top. You'll see those options for adding in pictures. You can browse pictures you have saved on your device or the Quick Picks library, widget symbol library. You can take a photo with the device's camera. And here is that Picturize tool. If I select Picturize, I can select the button here, and it's going to ask if I'd like to keep those images that were already in the clicker board when I first opened it from Learning Grids or replace them. So now students have that added picture support. This can support them with reading the words and can also help them with word meaning. Today, we looked at just some of the ways Clicker can support students by adding picture support to the document, our clicker sets, and our clicker boards. Remember, you can find additional support with adding images to Clicker on our website by going to our Learning Hub. There, you can also book a free 15-minute customer care meeting to discuss using Clicker with your students. Thanks for watching Clicker Corner. I look forward to connecting with you.